guys, autofanatic here. I'm going to do an unboxing video of something that I've been waiting weeks for. I'm sure you guys saw the video, which was a total disaster, of the Rockwell Blade Runner X2 saw. So I did a little bit of research, and then it just clicked to me. I was like, you know what, I really need a really well-built precision miniature saw so I could do very, very intricate fine things, whether I'm cutting plastic, whether I'm cutting parts of the interiors of cars, whether it's dash veneers that are already clear coated or whatever. You don't really want to use a very, very big, I have a cabinet saw on the other side of the shop here. I don't really want to pull that out to cut something very small and intricate. I need something small, and then it just clicked to me. I'm like, you know what industry really caters to miniaturized, highly precise tools? Bingo, the model making industry. Okay, I actually have on the other side of the garage, I have a miniature mill. I have miniature jigsaw, miniature planers. I have a lot of miniature tools because I do a lot of fine, intricate type of work that the bigger tools don't really give you the control and the finesse sometimes when you're working with very, very delicate materials. I did a bunch of research. I found the ultimate hand-built saw made in America. I reached out to them. I'm like, hey man, this is the situation. This is what I'm cutting. This is what I'm doing. Can your saw live up to the test? The guy's like, hey man, I will do a demo with some material and I'll make a video and I'll send it to you. And as soon as he sent me the video, it was like 11 o'clock at night. I looked at it and I'm like, dude, it's done. Called him the next day, paid him. This is an expensive investment, but when it comes to tools and equipment, you got to think about, what do you really want? Do you want something that's going to last, that's going to do the job, do it well, do it with precision, or you want a piece of junk made in China that's going to be horrible, like I already showed you with the Rockwell Blade Runner X2, that the thing couldn't cut anything good. It was a total piece of junk. So let me just show you here what we got. So this saw comes from a company called Model Machines. They're based out of Orlando, Florida. The instruction manual is pretty basic, but it's printed on very, very heavy-duty paper. And I got to say, there's a couple of things here that I really like. Do not operate this saw under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Now, I've had a lot of bums that have worked for me in my shop over the years that used to show up drunk and twisted and get hurt, and then I would have workman's comp claims. So maybe some of you guys don't get that, but that's super, super important. You don't want to have anybody working with equipment that's under the influence or hungover or on drugs. But like I said, this saw cuts plastic, cuts metal, cuts wood, just everything in between. And I'm going to move the camera around. I'm going to show you. It came professionally boxed. It came with all the Allen keys and tools to adjust it. And the guy, Jim Byrnes from Model Machines, he's the owner. He's an engineer. And he basically branched out and makes miniature, high-end model making tools. He has a saw. He has a thickness planer. He has a couple of other things in his arsenal that I'm most likely going to buy as well, just because, they're tools. I mean, that's how I make my money. If I have good tools, I could do a lot of real intricate and really cool projects. So, this tool was about almost 600 bucks, but to be honest with you, it could have been $2,000. It doesn't really matter. When I take the camera off the tripod and I show you guys the precision and how this thing is made, you're going to understand why, if you're looking for a miniaturized saw, whether you're a GC, a hobbyist, a model maker, you're working on cars, you're doing custom car building or anything like that, this is probably a good investment to have. I mean, you have no idea what I know I could do with this stuff right now. It's made out of 6061 billet aluminum, all anodized hard coat, all made one by one in a shop in the United States of America. So supporting a local business, keeping the money in the country, which is great. It's professionally packed, and I am super excited. That's why I'm doing a video. I don't usually do unboxing videos, but this thing, I waited weeks for it. I am super excited about this right now. So I'm going to move the camera around. I'm going to show you the saw on the table, and we're going to go through some of the features. All right, guys. So first off, I want to just tell you that this saw weighs over 30 pounds. And you guys are going to see this here. This thing is just so cool. It's got a capacitor start motor. I mean, just look at this. I have the camera on my head, and you could just see the level of precision that went into this. It also has attachments. You could put a micrometer gauge. It's got a sliding fence option, which I'm most likely going to order that next week. And it's just super cool. So let's just grab this thing out of the box. We'll get it up on the table. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, this sucker's got some weight to it. This is not some Chinese piece of plastic that is going to get you hurt when you start to work on it. Okay, so here we go. First off, not only does it have the grippy feet, and as you guys can see, that is super important for stability. It's got the miter gauge. I mean, just everything about this thing is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. 1/4-inch thick aluminum base. 3/8 inch base for the cutting surfaces. I mean, it's got a nice polycarbonate guard. Everything is, you know, aluminum or stainless steel. It's got hardened fasteners everywhere. Stainless steel fasteners on the base. I mean, this thing is just so cool. And I saw this thing in action, and what Jim Byrnes did is he sent me a video cutting through a 1-inch piece of nylon, and it literally went through it. Like, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, you know what? That's going to be the saw that we order up. And this is it. I mean, you could just see the level of precision. I'm going to show you some more of the features. Let me get the camera up on my handstand. All right, guys, I got the camera in my hand, and I just wanted to show you some of the features. I mean, the level of precision. I mean, the ball bearing sliding fence. Okay, just look at the detail, how this is pinned in there. Everything is, you know, domestic made, nice knurled thumb screws for the adjustments. Capacitor start motor that has a hell of a lot of torque. And this saw, if you look here, I mean, this little mechanism down here with a spring, it loads the tension on the belt. And I mean, even the belt guard, this is all formed out of aluminum, black anodized hard coat. I mean, this is just a work of art. It really is. So I just want to show this thing off, and I'm going to be putting this thing to use very soon. And I'm just going to turn it on for you guys so you guys can hear it run. You guys can hear it. There's no vibration at all. So this is it, guys. This is the Byrnes 4-inch table saw. You guys could get it with like a 24 tooth or 36 tooth cardboard tip blades. I got the 36 tooth blade just for the stuff that I'm going to be cutting, and it gives a little bit of a finer cut. And most likely in the future I will do a full demo video of this saw. But I tell you right now, if anybody out there, whether you're a hobbyist, craftsman, you want something that does precise cutting, you can spend $35 and get a Harbor Freight saw. You're going to probably lose your fingers. You can spend $100 to get a Blade Runner XL, which absolutely sucks. Or you can spend over $500 and get a precise hand-built device like this that's made in America, made by a machinist and an engineer that knows what the hell he's doing. Because I mean, this thing is super, super impressive. And of course the guard comes off. You know, you don't have to keep it on there, which I most likely will take it off. But super versatile. Just wanted to show you guys. I mean, there's not a lot of videos on this saw, and especially car guys. There's no car guys that I know of that are using something like this. It is so small. It's got such a small footprint. Let me just go grab my tape measure. I'll show you. So look at this thing. It's 12 inches wide. Exactly. And then the table is 12 by 10, and then overall length it's about 18 inches, and it weighs about 32 pounds. So I mean, it's cool. It's small, it's compact. You could just, I'm gonna end up throwing it up right up there on my toolbox, and over there I have my 8-inch drill press, and I got my miniature Proxxon mill. And like I said, I use those things all the time to do smaller jobs. I don't need some of the bigger equipment when I'm working on very intricate pieces. But this is just a really cool piece, and I just wanted to do a video introducing it, showing it to you guys, unboxing it. And I tell you now, man, this thing is super impressive. Super impressive. I got like a couple of hundred parts that I need to cut in the next couple of days. I'm just waiting for material to come in, and this little guy is going to be put to the test. And I'll tell you now, I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to do what I need. And you guys can see it here. you know, where the pulleys are machined and keyed in. You know, it's just a precisely made machine. It's really what it is. It's an industrial machine that has been scaled down and miniaturized for the model making industry. And well, I'm going to put a link to model machines, and go on their website, check it out, man. If you guys have any questions, give Jim or Donna, his wife, a call, and just let them know that you saw the video here and what you think of it. And I'll be honest with you, you're never going to see one of these for sale on the secondhand market. And he has like a 3-week plus backlog of making these things, and he sells them to people all over the world, he told me. And he's been making them and selling them for about 15 years. And believe it or not, you know what? Sometimes things happen for a reason. If I didn't go to Lowe's and test that Rockwell Blade Runner junk saw, I probably wouldn't have had the gears turning in my head to want something like this, or I wouldn't have never have found something like this, because they don't sell this in a hobby shop. This is a specialty product. You know, it's not marketed through any of my resources anymore. I don't get, like, you know, RC or hobby magazines anymore, so I don't really know about this stuff. But you know, it's just one of those things where it just clicked in my head as far as what industry would require something like this, and it's the model making industry. And this is the best of the best. This is going to be the top of the line, American made 4-inch table saw. So this is not going to give you the flexible blade where it's all over the place and it can't cut anything, and the vibration. As you can see, this is a real table saw. It's not a toy. You could easily lose your hand and fingers with it, so you got to be careful. And that's it. So hope you guys like this video. This is probably going to pique some interest for people that they have never even known something like this existed. But I'm all about curiosity and bringing some new content out there that nobody's really talking about, especially in the car realm of things, because there's some cool stuff, man. I love tools, I love equipment, and this is an investment. I'll most likely have this tool for the rest of my life, and I look forward to the many uses that I'm going to put this thing through in the very near future. So any questions, comments, post them below. If you guys know about this tool, you have one, hey man, I want to hear about it. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think about it. But I'll tell you right now, just from unboxing it and knowing what it could do and seeing it in action, this thing is freaking badass. So there you have it, folks. autofanatic@yahoo.com. See you guys soon with another review. Take care. So there you have it, folks. Man, that thing cuts freaking awesome. Look at that. Look at that edge. That is a factory cut edge. That's the way ABS plastic sheets show up when you buy them. Let's do another cut. Look at that. No burning, no imperfections, nothing. There's no, usually when you cut ABS plastic, you get a little bit of a skin on the edge you got to clean up. Nothing. It's flawless. That's it, guys.